Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Siva. This is Michael from the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT. So let's get to your question. So you're working on improving your reading score on the TOEFL IBT. So you sent me back some information so I can understand a little bit about what your reading speed is. So your reading speed right now is 145 words per minute with 80% comprehension. So you've been taking some of my speed reading tests at my 7-Step System. First of all, you got to go higher. I think if you're serious about the TOEFL, you got to get above 250. So number one, your goal is to increase your reading speed to a minimum of 250 words a minute with 80% comprehension. Okay, let's take a look at your strategies that you used on the last time you took the TOEFL, August 14th, 2011. So you got 20 out of 30 on the reading. So here's your strategy. Number one, 20 minutes for one passage. The first 5 minutes to read the passage overall. 15 minutes to complete all the answers. Let me know if I can revise above 1. This is looking pretty good. So in number 2, when you're reading the passage in the beginning, I would suggest taking notes. With each paragraph, just write 1 or 2 key words about what you think the key point of that paragraph is, or what you think the purpose of that paragraph is. So if you have 4 or 5 paragraphs in your notes, you'll have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and you'll put maybe 2 key points for each of those paragraphs. Now this is important because this will help you when you're answering the multi-point questions later on, and it also prevents you from having to reread the passage over and over. So in terms of answering the questions, you can use your notes, which are only 2 words for each one. You can use those notes to help you answer some of the reading questions. You also say 15 minutes to complete all the answers. That sounds pretty good. And when you're going to the answers, actually look at the question, read the question, don't look at the answers, go back to the reading passage, locate that specific information. Once you've found the information, then go back to the question and read the answer choices, and then make your choice. So I might revise it a little bit like that. So remember that in terms of TOEFL reading, I think at your current reading speed, Siva, you're going to be pressed for time. You really do need to increase. You need to almost double your reading speed so you can do much better. You'll be a lot more comfortable, I think, when you're doing the reading section if you have a faster reading speed. So that would be part of my suggestions to help you with your strategy. But it looks like you kind of know what's going on. And don't forget in the reading steps, I think it's reading lesson 2, reading lesson 3, reading lesson 4, I go over the different question types on the test. And I also talk about the strategies for answering each question type. So make sure that you review those strategies before you take the TOEFL test next time. And maybe one last bit of advice, something that can help you, I think, is if you look at some of my speed reading videos or other reading materials that I have online at my 7-Step System, practice making outlines of that information. Or you can go to an online website, maybe like Discovery, something along those lines, or you can go to npr.org, or you can go to maybe cnn.com or foxnews.com, something like that. But find some either news articles or academic reading passages, and to help you get ready for the TOEFL, Siva, it's a good idea to read them and then practice outlining the key points and the major supporting points in those reading passages. And then maybe when you're done, you can practice speaking about the reading passage that you just read using your outline, or you can practice writing a summary. And that would give you really good practice, not only for the reading section of the TOEFL, but it'll give you good practice for the integrated speaking and writing tasks as well. Anyway, thank you for your question, and keep up the good work.